and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room. There comes a time when we sometimes have to make a man card. It always makes me laugh that people struggle with doing cards for men, and I know why. It's because we like pretty things, and so sometimes doing a card for a man can be a little bit tricky and a little bit challenging. Well, here's a stamp set that is absolutely fantastic because it works for everybody's cards and it gives some texture so that you can do a background. Now, I've been doing some cards in kind of pink with teacups on them using this stamp set, but now I'm going to just use it to give myself some really nice texture around the edge of this card. And as you can see, it's very forgiving. You can overlap. And then I'm going to take this one, which is like a grid, and I'm going to put some grid on there as well. All over. And I've got another stamp from there that I'm going to use in a moment. But then I'm going to bring in my Big Shot with some leaves on it. Now these leaf dies go with the Vintage Leaves stamp set. So we've got matching leaves and stamps. Now normally I would stamp first and then cut out. But these, the stamps that go with them are photopolymer. So I can see through, and so I will go ahead and stamp afterwards. So I've chosen some of the stamps, some of the leaves out of here. Now a leaf makes a good man card option. So I've got some old olive and some soft suede ink. That was the one I was using there. And I'm just going to go ahead, and you can see how easy that is to do. I'll use this one on the old olive. Actually, I might even do that. Oh, I moved it. Oh, we've got away with that. That looks okay. And then that's not come out very well on that really dark one. So I'm going to use some Memento on there instead. That's a bit better. I'm still missing a bit for some reason. I haven't stamped that quite right. And try this one on there. Yeah, that's come out quite nicely. Okay, so I'm going to get my soft suede dauber and just daub the edges of the leaves a bit, just to give a bit more of a natural look, and also daub the stems, the stalks a little bit. We'll just ink that in, covering that up with something, no doubt. There's my fourth leaf. I've lost a leaf. Okay, I found the leaf under the other leaf. Does that ever happen to you? Do you look around and think, where has that gone? When you have something. Right, back into with our man card. And so we've got all this texture on here. And now we can start adding our leaves, all 4 of them. I want to put a little greeting on there, and I want that to stand out a little more. So I'm going to take a piece of Very Vanilla But again, I want to have some kind of hint of what we've been doing with the texture. So I'm using a different one from the Timeless Textures, and I've stamped off, so I've got a second generation on there. And then I'm using, this greeting says, "Celebrate today." And this is from Enjoy the Little Things. You could have a happy birthday or something similar. I'm going to stamp "Celebrate Today" on there. And I'm going to punch that out with an oval punch. And give that a little daub around the edge as well. And I'll take a scallop oval, also daub the edge, and just pop that up using a couple of dimensionals. There we go. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to put my "Celebrate Today" over here. Now with this card, you're either going to love it or hate it, I think, because it is quite grungy looking. So it depends if you like that grungy look. Now I'm kind of a bit mixed with it. I don't always like grungy, but I do quite like it with something like this. This is working okay with me. So I've got that one there. I'm going to have the little tiny leaf. I'm going to pop that on a dimensional. And you know, I said I'd missed a little bit on the stamping there. That's gone now. So I'm going to stack my 3 leaves up there. And I think this one I might just have just poking underneath like that. How does that look? Not sure about that. No, maybe I'll have it down in the bottom corner instead. So I'll just pop that. Sorry, I've got a dimensional there on the back there. A little bit there. And we could put a bit of twine on here as well. Maybe just around the leaf. There. And up here. Just pop that around all the stems as though we've tied those together. And this is using, actually it's linen thread is this twine that I'm using. Just for another little extra element to it. And I still haven't quite finished because I've got these little dots, little kind of splats of ink that I'm going to add. And this is again from Timeless Textures, and I'm doing this in the Old Olive. The background card here I'm using is actually Wild Wasabi. And so I'm going to put my Tombow on the back there. And we'll finish off with a little envelope. Sorry, I did that off the camera, I think. With a little envelope decoration. And there we go. All the goodies that I've used today are from Stampin' Up, and they are available from me at Elizabeth's Craft Room. If you go to my blog, you can link to my online store, and I would really appreciate your business. Thanks for visiting today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.